Hey guys, it's me again. So it seems like every year we talk about this subject, but every year it comes up, and that's should you trim your tomatoes or should you not trim your tomatoes? So my answer is I trim some of my tomatoes. This tomato, for example, the leaves are pretty widely spaced, the arms are, the branches, and air can easily flow around in here, so this one doesn't need to be trimmed. But these, because of how full they are, and when they get wet, it takes a while for them to dry, I am going to trim these. This one's even flowering, but I'm going to trim the lower branches off. And I'm just going to do it enough to where I believe that when it gets wet, the air can flow around here easily, which stops blight and also allows it to repel pests better. They have less places to hide with less limbs. And yeah, so let's get to trimming. Alright, so I moved inside so I could work at a more level surface. So I'm just going to look at what's getting beat up already, and I can see that this limb down here, yeah, you can see that, is already got dirt on it and such from watering. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it out. I just use a pair of scissors that you can pick up, you know, at the dollar or whatever. And I'm just going to start taking off these lower 1 and 2 leaf skinny branches, the ones that I feel like are just in the way. And you know, there's no real right or wrong way to do this. Just kind of look around, see what feels good to you. Like this one, I am going to take that. There's another branch, it's going to start right here, so I'm just going to take this off. I'm leaving this low one over here, but I'm taking off its sister right there. So I'm just going to clean up the bottom. How's that? That's a way to say it. Oh, look, and there's another tomato. I just discovered another tomato in here. This one, this branch is a little wonky, so I'm going to take that off. But I'm imagining like a little whirlwind going through here, and where can it go to get air? This is in the way because it's crossing too much up top. It was up in here. Get rid of it. Some of these little ones are going to flower and become tomatoes, so I'm going to leave those. Take this one off. Do a little spin here. Let's see, I'm going to take this one off because it's crossing over this one a lot. I'm just kind of going by feel. And tomatoes, really, for the most part, once they get to be this size, are really forgiving, so try. Plant a lot of tomatoes, so if you screw up a few of them, they'll recover. So for now, I think this tomato looks better to me. I like the way it looks. Everything can breathe. Nothing is really crossing until I turn it, and I see that this leaf is crossing over into this area. This looks like it's going to blossom into something, though, so I'm just going to keep that. Should really take out that one too. Give it another spin. Always check things from multiple angles because you'll miss stuff if you don't. Take that out. Alright, so I'm liking that. So we went kind of from a lot to a lot less. Can you see how the air and such can get around in there? That one needs to go. And don't worry if you trim, put the plant outside, and then the next day you look at it and you're like, oh crap, I missed that one limb. I should have cut it. Well, just cut it. Don't beat yourself up. It's not rocket science. Even if it was, it's not that big of a deal to go back and clean up a little bit. Forgive yourself. If you make mistakes, forgive yourself. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so this one is really limby. I'm actually going to take this beautiful limb out right there. Take that one So again, I'm just thinking about airflow. Can this dry easily when it's wet? And that one's crossing a lot. Alright, so I like that. I should take that one out too. This one was in here, it's crossing over. See how this one is crossing over this branch? I don't like that. I'll take it out. So again, some people trim, some people don't. It's totally up to you. I do because I feel like it allows the plant to have a longer, better life. And some people also reduce the amount of tomatoes on a plant. If you want big tomatoes, you can do that. I just figure my plant knows what's best, and as far as fruit production, obviously it doesn't know what's best when it comes to limb production. So I usually leave it alone unless it's growing so many tomatoes that it's pulling over. So now it almost looks like a little bonsai, doesn't it? Anyway, so that's my 2 cents on trimming tomatoes. I do trim. I try to keep it so the airflow is nice. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.